what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Brat Mode. I'm Singh, your host, and this is my Honda CRF450RL. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things I love about this bike, and I'm going to follow up with another video and talk about 5 things I dislike about this bike. So with that being said, let's start with the 5 things I love. Number 1, looks. I think this is one of the best looking dual sports in the market. The betas come very close. You know, I would probably consider it a tie. I think betas look amazing as well. But the Honda CRF450RL, definitely one of the best looking dual sports in the market. What do you guys think? What's your favorite looking dual sport? This has got to be definitely top 3 for me. So looks, number 1. Number 2, the suspension. I mean, this thing has amazing suspension right out of the factory. You can't say that about a lot of motorcycles, but the CRF 450RL has one of the best suspensions you can get right out of the factory. It's practically the same suspension you get on the 450R, the motocross bike. There is some valving changes done to it, but it handles amazing. It's one of the best suspensions I've ridden right out of the factory. Of course, you can still spend more money, get it weighted for get it sprung for your weight, get it valved for your riding conditions if you like, but I don't think it's needed. It's got fully adjustable suspension, so you can tune it to your liking. If you are like more than 250 pounds, I definitely think you should respring it. But for my weight, I think it's perfect. No complaints. Love the suspension on this thing right out of the factory. The forks are a little stiff, so I would recommend maybe backing out 2 clicks in the compression and 1 in the rebound. I think that will really help you. That's what I've done, and it feels amazing. It was a little bit harsh, a little bit stiff in the front out of the factory, but with those changes, it has made a huge improvement for me, for my liking. But you can change it to your heart's desire because it's fully adjustable. The third thing that I love about this bike has to be the handling. This bike handles so well, just like every Hondas you can get. They just handle so neutral, so amazing. You know exactly what the bike is going to do. It's not twitchy at all. It handles so neutral. The bike goes where you think. The lightweight of this dual sport definitely has something to do with that. As the bike gets heavier, they get harder to handle. But this bike handles amazing. The Unicam motor is super light, so you don't have a lot of inertia pushing you forward as you're trying to get around of a turn. So this bike handles really well. You have full control of the motorcycle, and the suspension that comes with it absolutely helps. But the chassis, the dynamic, the way it handles, it's so nice, so predictable, and it goes where you think. That's amazing. Very confidence inspiring. So that is gonna be the third thing that I love about this bike. The fourth thing is reliability. Now, it's a Honda, and that comes with its reputation. Honda's reputation of building amazing, reliable motorcycles. That being said, this is a performance motorcycle. This engine, slightly different and detuned than their motocross engine, but the DNA is motocross engine. So it does require a little bit more work than some of your other dual sports like Honda CRF450L or the new DRZ or the old DRZ, KLX, etc. Those are definitely more street motors, less aggressive, and go on a little bit longer between oil changes and valve checks. But this engine is absolutely not that. It's a motocross engine, it's a performance engine, high compression engine. So it does require more maintenance, but it is still reliable, proven. People have done around the world trips on this, and it's been a proven platform, very reliable. So that would be number 4. I think I could fully trust this bike. It's not gonna leave me stranded, and I feel good about that. I can go where I want, not have to worry about if I'm gonna make it out of there or if I'm going to drag the bike out of the woods. Reliability has to be number 4. Number 5, it's gonna be the engine. So we just talked about it a little bit under reliability, but the engine itself is just a peach. I love this Unicam engine. Like I said, it's out of their motocross bike, detuned, different cams, yes, but the motor is so lightweight, so free revving. It's just a hoot to ride. It's amazing. It revs up so quickly because the flywheel weight isn't very heavy. So a lot of people will add additional weight to slow that down, make the down low grunt a little bit better. But this thing loves to rev out. I just love the engine. It sounds so good. You just put it in its 3rd gear, full throttle, and you just let that baby sing. It sounds amazing. So the engine has to be the 5th thing that I love about this bike, and it's a joy to ride. Yes, there's some issues with fueling that we will talk about in another video, but other than that, it just feels amazing. I love the engine in this motorcycle, and the transmission, the 6-speed that it's coupled with, amazing. Can't say good things about it enough. The engine is awesome. It is a high compression engine, so you do have to do a little bit more maintenance, but you can easily stretch it to about 1,200 miles. That's as much as I'm going to be doing. I know some people have done more with added oil capacity. There's plenty of tests been done on the oil, and it's I have no concerns about the engine, and 1,200 miles is as far as I'm going to take it between oil changes. If I'm doing single track and really slow technical heavy clutch riding, then I will absolutely change it sooner. But if I'm doing some dual sport, some double track riding that I'm doing today, I think 1,200 miles is plenty, and I feel comfortable with that. Take that as you will. It's not something I'm recommending you do. It's something that I'm going to do with my engine, my motorcycle, and I feel good about that. So those are the 5 things I love. If you guys are interested in this bike, please don't forget to subscribe, and plenty of riding videos as well coming on the way on this bike. And I still have my DR650, not getting rid of that. That is still in the garage. This bike replaced the WR250R that I had. Yeah, more to come on this bike. Those are the 5 things I love. I'm gonna do another video on 5 things I don't love, some things I dislike. Definitely no hates on this bike, but absolutely some things that can be improved, and I will be doing that. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you disagree with any of the likes, anything else you'd like to add to that list, please let me know. But those are the top 5 things I love about this bike. There's many more, but that's all we're going to talk about today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.